Mr. Dagger status. Yeah, I'm not running late. I just had to go put on some drawers. So let me see. Crack War Vet 947. Why not 953? I don't know. Miss Michelle said from sunny California, Zone 9B. How you doing, Jenna Clark? Jenna Clark says, "Led touch on very important subject. Um, do you value money over family and health? Just wondering. Um, do I value money over family and health? Just wondering." Why would why would you say that? Because the whole video was about um, not doing that. I'm not gonna be on here long. Really, I gotta work in the morning. Hey, Green Organic Love, Josie B, Dewana Nelson, Courtney Jackson, Danielle Smith, Renee Maxim Walker, RV Gardner. RV Gardner, how you doing tonight? Chips and Guac. I like your name, Chips and Guac. Michelle Osborne, Courtney Jackson, Jenna Clark, LeVar V, Rosalind 9, Ashley Honeywood, Nene 60 in the house, Donnell Brown, Superman 42.0, Miss B, Billy Guyton. Let me see. Say, uh-oh, so like an hour led. No, I'm gonna try not to because I just wanted to. I came on here and I didn't want to do 2 whole videos in one day. I stopped doing that like a year ago. I'm gonna just get right into it. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Greenhouse Lounge and welcome to Led Thinking Out Loud. I'm gonna give you an explanation of today. Thank you, Rose Fraser. I appreciate that. Guava D, thank you. 2 Max in the pack in the house. How you doing? I just wanted to explain something. And I don't know if you watched the video earlier when I was on my lunch break. Yes, I was really on a real lunch break. And I was just like, forget eating my lunch. I was stirred up. Hey, Goddess Leo. D Jones, Lucky Flowers. Hey, New Orleans Gardener. How you doing, ma? Good to see you in here. Diane Marie, Melissa Dawson, Sauceless Wadivas. Sorry if I tore your name up. Nurse Ann the Farmer. How you doing, Nurse? Okay. I just wanted to explain something. I just got out the shower, so I'm still kind of chilly. The video that I put up today, I just want to get something straight. Thank you, Green Organic Love. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Guava, dear. She say, this is for the trees, Guava, my brother. Thank you, Guava. As you can see, the mug matches the whole story here. I did it on purpose. So here's the deal. What I said today was not meant to offend anyone. Usually nothing ever is, really. Everybody got their own opinion. I just was kind of thinking, I just can't, listen to me. I just can't understand why people, you like some people don't get it. Some people don't get it. They thank you, Rashad Glover. I appreciate you, man. I thank you so much. I don't get it. And y'all can chime in. I'm gonna do my best to try to keep up with this chat. I'm gonna do my best. But I just want to get something off my chest real quick. I don't get it. Everybody hunting for money. Thank you, Miss Shannon. Everybody hunting for money. And everybody trying to put in that overtime and they losing. They constantly losing. Everybody I watch do it. Now, when I tell you the story that I told today was true, and I got pissed off, and I was so mad for the rest of the day, I just was kind of like, I gotta get this off before I snap on somebody, you know. All I kept hearing about was money all day, money. I want to go home all week. Thank you, Fundy Fee. I just want to go home because I love my home. Some people don't love their home. I get it. Thank you. What was that? Florida boy. Okay, I got you. Thank you. Oh, I said it wrong last time. Thank you, Florida boy. I appreciate you. I really do. Some people just got stuff backwards, man. You work so hard for all that money. And let me back up. Forget that. Forget that. To all the men that think I was down in men, it had nothing to do with that. I'm a man, man. I'm a man. But I see so many of us men in trouble, and they ask me all the time, well, how did you make it work with your wife? Some of the answers are so simple. You ain't got to go lay down on nobody's couch and go telling them your problem. Some of the answers are so simple. One, I'm speaking from experience because I had to find out myself. You understand? Everybody said, oh, y'all so beautiful together. Oh, y'all so lovely together. We hear it even here in real time. But the people that really close to us really know we've had our ups and we've had our downs. This ain't the Cosby Show. You know what I'm saying? She fuss at me, I fuss at her. We normal, a normal couple. But how we make it work, number one, and I be trying to tell my friends and stuff, number one, man, ask her some questions. I told y'all earlier, I bought her cars, I really did. I bought her car, she barely drove it. The wheels would go flat on her. I had to keep putting air in the wheels. I could tell you what kind of car it was too, and she can attest to that. Do you remember what kind of car I bought you? You didn't like it at all?
You're talking about the wrong car?
No, that's the one you wanted. See, she don't even remember she didn't like it so much. That Ford Escort GT.
Kind of liked it.
But why didn't you drive it?
It eventually broke down.
It broke down. No, it didn't break down. It got hit.
That was after it broke down.
She didn't drive the car. So I went and I thought that stuff was important, but I didn't even ask her what kind of car she liked. I didn't even ask her what kind of car she want. I went to the dealership and I said, yeah, she gonna like that. And a guy said something today in that video, and he said, usually we really ain't doing these things for our loved one. Is really doing it for us. And I pinned his comment because I said, God, boy, he was thinking exactly what I said, what I was thinking. I didn't buy that car for her.
Yeah, you buying it so you can be like, I got my wife this fly ride.
But I was driving it. See? And it was my ego. I bought that for my ego. I didn't ask her what kind of car she wanted. I didn't ask her none of that. I just went on my own accord and said, look, I'm gonna get you what I want to get you. You know what I'm saying? Now, there ain't nothing wrong with that with a diamond ring, but money.
No, it is.
It is what.
If you get the diamond ring you want, not the one I want.
See, my whole thing was I was doing what I wanted to do without asking her, and she was like, right now, if she went shopping for some firearms and she picked one that I just don't like, I'm not gonna really be, you bought it for me, but I don't care for that. So I wasn't trying to be offensive, brothers, at all to none of you. But when y'all, thank you, Jamal Wilkins, but when you ask me a question, I try to answer it. My answer ain't gonna fit everybody. My answer is not going to fit everybody. My answer is going to fit me. And hopefully it may help you. I've been married for almost 30 years. So maybe I might be doing a couple things right. I learned a lot in 30 years. A lot. About my wife. Maybe it might work for yours. Number one, ask questions. I don't play that mind game crap that put the card to your head, crap, and tell me what it say. I don't do that no more. Tell me where you want to be kissed. Tell me what you want for the holiday. What outfit do I ain't about to do all of that. You know, because I'm gonna get you what I want to get you, and sometimes that, you know, that ain't it. And I'm just tired of everybody just thinking it's all about money, man. They miss the whole point. They miss everything, but then they end up poor, broke, and lonely. Poor, broke, and lonely. Thank you, Renee H. And then they blame the woman because she don't want to have nothing to do with you. Said, man, I got her everything. And trust me, the only reason I'm talking about this because I said this out of my own mouth. Thank you, Renee H. Man, I got her this, I got her that. She gonna cut up on me, man. I had everything. She ain't have to ask for nothing. She didn't need for nothing. That was my argument. She didn't need for nothing that I thought she wanted. You understand? I never asked her in the early years, like, what would you like? What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? You know what I'm saying? And when you off, you ain't home, you think you doing something, but man, you really ain't doing nothing but hurting yourself. You just hurting yourself. And the only way, I'm looking at it statistically, most of us fellas, man, we be lonely. And trust me, I don't mean that literally, so don't hit me with that. I'm talking about some, we think we have problems with women. And women, sometimes you think you have problems with men. Sometimes you need to get out of your doggone ego shell and say, maybe it's me. Maybe it's me. My problem was I was trying to make money for the wrong reasons, and I wasn't home, and all she wanted me to do was be home. Be home and watch my kids grow. You understood of course I had to make money, you know, but I was above and beyond with the nonsense. You understand? I even went and drove trucks. I was a truck driver trying to get them wheels turning, not coming home. When I worked in factories, I almost lived in them factories. My pocket was fat, but I didn't know who my brand new baby boy was, you know. I didn't know this kid. Stuff was happening at home, I ain't have no idea. So when my family members is telling me stuff that's happening at my own house, like, oh, did she ever get that faucet fixed? I said, what faucet fixed? Yeah, you know, it blew up the other day and made mess all over the kitchen, right? I don't know. What? So when a family member or a close friend telling you some stuff about, hey, Sean Johnson, what's going on in your house? That is not good. When your homeboy, your homegirl got to inform you on what's going on in your home because you either hanging out in the streets or you at the job trying to buy a bunch of bullshit that you don't need, don't blame that person for packing it. Don't blame them. You got some part in that too. You know, just like we always blame the man for everything. We gotta take responsibility for the actions we do too. We do. So you can't go, everybody is quick to blame other people for your woes and your problems. It's quick, it's easy. The hardest thing in the world is to say, maybe it was me. And I had a problem with that. I did. My ego. Like, nah, can't be me. I'm on point. At the time, I was like, oh, every woman want a good man that's working full time. Every woman want a man with a nice car. Every woman want a man with a house. That's the mentality that we're being raised up with. Everything I just said was nonsense. You hear that? Everything I just said was nonsense. And now that I'm older, I know how much nonsense it is. Because when financial problems happen, all of that stuff walk away. It leave. It's gone. And the first thing you do when you don't got that nice car, the man done took it. That house, foreclosed on. The boat, they done drove that down the lake. That ain't yours no more. The motorcycle, put that on a tow truck. When all that stuff is gone, or even if a storm hit, we all see that now. When a storm hit and whip all that beautiful stuff, we see yachts after a storm hit. Yachts is tore up into shreds, right? Somebody spent $500,000 on this yacht. It's gone. Even though it's insured, you're going to spend that money and buy another yacht, and that's going to get tore up too next storm season. Wasting your time and wasting your damn money where it should have been invested in your family and in your home. That's priceless. The storm can't blow that away. I was just talking to Lady Led after that video after I got home today. And I was talking about, you know, when we get into the point now, when we do pass away, when one of us do pass away, you ever been to a funeral and really ain't nobody got a whole bunch to say, but it's a good guy. Good guy. He was just stand-up guy. Good, solid guy. Nobody got nothing to say really significant and solidified about you because you wasted your life. He was hardworking, good stand-up, good guy. Because you didn't do nothing. You didn't leave no legacy. You didn't leave nothing behind but your hard work. And now your body is over there cold in that casket. And you made $100,000. You made $200,000. And your insurance policy was $1.2 million. But you over there cold in that casket. And they about to bury you for a portion of that money. That's all. It's over. But nobody, you did all that hard work, but nobody got nothing good to say. You know, when I go...
They don't know you, like,
right.
Because you wasn't there.
See that? Say it again, baby.
Because they didn't get time to know you, because you wasn't there.
They didn't get time to know you. All of these so-called friends and your family members, your wife, your kids, they don't got nothing to say about you because they don't really hardly know you because you not there. Well, you wasn't there, but they didn't really know you. All we knew was he worked hard or she worked hard. All they knew is he didn't take no stuff. He didn't take no mess. Really ain't nobody got nothing to say. I don't want to leave this earth like that. I was put on this earth to make a difference, and I try to do that every day of my life. Every day of my life, I really go out of my way to try to get you to remember a little something about me. And it ain't about money. Money is gone. Money is gone. You know, I taught my son, bow and arrow. He'll never forget that for the rest of his life. Ever. He still tell me memories that I forgot about when he was a little baby boy. Dad, remember that time we went to the zoo and I thought that penguin was going to jump out and get me? I don't remember that. He does, though. I remember taking him to the zoo, but I don't remember about the penguin. He do. Maybe that was what was going on in his head, but what he does remember is Dad took him to the zoo because Mom was at work. Dad, remember when we was riding on the bike and you had the little trailer and I used to sit in there and eat a ham sandwich? I remember the trailer. I don't remember giving you no ham sandwich while I'm riding the bike, though, and trailing you behind me. He remembered details. Babies and children remember details. We, as older people, it ain't no big deal to us. We don't think nothing of it. I bought you a Snoopy Band-Aid to patch your elbow. 30 years later, you be like, man, that was the coolest Band-Aid I ever had. You forgot about it. Snoopy Band-Aid. Something you found in a drawer to patch your baby up. All I'm saying is, it's more to life than money. I didn't do that video to offend anybody. Please understand that. And if you do have another opinion, I'm game. Give it to me. It was a young kid in that video today. And he gave his opinion, but he was young and he has no clue. He has zero clue about how this life and how this world is. Right now, look at this mess we got going on. It'll take it, everything you just bought and everything you just put money into and all that money, hard work, the wind to blow it away. A tornado will come and blow it away. You ain't got nothing. So I don't care about money. I used to. When I was young, I used to. That picture that I put up there, that thumbnail, I put that thumbnail up for a reason. Everybody said, yo, what's with the mug shot? Because people change. I don't got no long cornrows no more. That gangster shit, that's over. That's when I was young. You grow up, you get gray, and then you start thinking about what you done did here on this big rock. I don't care if you could say you don't, but you do. You don't got to admit it to me. You admit it to yourself. Everybody get in a point where they start thinking about their legacy and what have they accomplished in life or what they haven't done. Some people, I wish I would have went to school to do such and such. Everybody said I couldn't do it, and I listened to them. Now you end up 50-something years old. Now you want to go back to school for nursing. Or you want to go back to school to be a writer. You start thinking about how much time you got left, especially these days when everything is so uncertain. Everything is so uncertain right now, so it's really weighing on all of us heavy now. So guess what? The last thing on my mind is making more money from going to make another man richer. Like I said earlier, thank you, Garden Warrior. To make another man richer. We put more, look, think about this. And I done proved this over and over again. I'm gonna say this in two ways. Lady Laird is here, so she gonna get a little taste of it. If you take the same amount of energy and time and invest it in your own ideas, stick with me on this. If you invest the same amount of time, energy, and effort that it take you to work overtime for another rich man to make him richer, if you took that same, say you work over 2 hours every day, you work that 2 hours over every day. If you took that 2 hours and invested it in your own ideals, in your own creations, in your own inventions, think about it. 2 hours times 7 days, that's 14 hours of your own man time that you put into you. So you can end up being that man that's hiring people. Nobody thinks about this stuff anymore. So the reason why I said Lady Laird in here, because it's the same thing as you step out on your wife or your girlfriend trying to figure out some other woman or some other man, right? The energy that it's taking you to figure out who the hell this new person is, finding out their quirks, if you invested that same amount of energy into your already relationship, you will have a pretty good marriage or a pretty good relationship. You so busy trying to figure out everything about this new person or persons, all that man-hour time trying to waste time to figure, oh man, that one is crazy. Oh, I leave that one alone. Oh man, she nasty. Oh, I leave that one alone. You wasting time and effort and energy that could have been devoted to your marriage right here. Because you already got a head start on that one. So if you build onto that relationship, you'll have something great. And people don't think about it like that. Everybody, man, she don't cook, she don't clean, man, she don't do nothing, man, she don't do what a man, she don't make a man feel like a man. but you go out and get with a girl that make you feel like a man, but she don't want to work. She don't want to help you in no other way but in the bed. Like I told my kids, and thank God, and baby and son, if y'all listening, thank you, and daddy appreciate you, because they listen to one thing. If they ain't listen to me say nothing else, sex only lasts so long. I don't care how freaky you are. If the person that you with ain't got no backup, if they can't be your backup, they're useless. Everybody fall in love with the bedroom before they fall in love with the rest of the house. They fall in love with the bedroom. Sex only lasts so long. Then you got to get up and go to work. And the worst feeling in the world is you had a hell of a night, but only one of y'all getting up and going to work. So you ask the other person, so what you going to do for the rest of the day? I think I just finished watching this movie I started last night before we started going at it, you know. Well, you know the dishes down there. Yeah, I get to them. I get to them after the movie. Sex only lasts so long. I don't care how freaky you are. You can run with that. I don't care how freaky you are. It only lasts so long. Then reality clicks in. Reality of, okay, how we gonna pay these bills? How we gonna clean up? The kids got to get to school. Homework needs to be done and checked. Sex only lasts so long, man. So if that's the only game you got, that's the only card you got to play, you lost before you sat down to the table. Because you got to come to the table with a little bit more than that. A mean sex game, you got a mean sex game, got a horrible hump. But if that's all you got, that wears thin real quick. Real quick. We just got stuff all twisted. And my only thing I was telling, I wasn't just talking about just the men. I did say for my fellas, but this is for women too. You got to come to the table with more than that. You got to come to the table with a little bit more than that. And then, you know, start working on yourself. I ain't gonna say who, but I told him maybe you need to be by yourself for a while before you go jumping into a new relationship. Be by yourself. Find out who you are first before you go jumping into another bad relationship. Right, somebody just said love don't pay the bills. I mean, it do, but it's not legal. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go there. Love pay the bills, sex pay the bills, but it's not legal in most states and townships. I mean, this is not. It's not. So I'm just trying to, listen, y'all. Earlier today, it was on my mind. I just got tired of the same dudes telling me it's all about the money. They never leave work. One was a person at work. The other one was somebody on the street. They don't get it. Don't get it.
This ain't either or. This ain't don't work.
Right.
This ain't that either.
Right.
It's balance, moderation, and wisdom.
And what she said earlier, she was like, it's always, what did you say? Always the extreme. She said either you get with somebody that work too damn much and don't pay you no mind, or you get somebody that don't want to work and always want to be jammed up in your butt crack somewhere. That ain't good either. You got to find a fine balance. Number one, to me, to find that balance is stop buying so much nonsense. Stop buying a bunch of garbage that could be taken away from you in any second. If you do that, everybody say, yes, Lady Led. Preach, Lady Led, dropping some knowledge. Because I didn't do this by myself. You understand? A lot of decisions I make, I don't make some of this stuff by myself. A lot of people, they think the man is the leader of the house. He is. But you a fool if you don't consult with your wife about certain things. You a fool if you don't say, hey, you know, What you think about this? That's where I miss a lot of stuff. Where a lot of people, they be with me, but then they miss my point. Because I consult with my wife. I'd rather consult with my wife than either go to a therapist, a counselor, my homies, because your homies always gonna tell you, man, ooh, yeah, dog, I would leave her. I would get rid of that one. I would get rid of her, dog. Yeah, man, I wouldn't take that. If I was you, bruh. Oh, dog, man. Please. And as soon as you listen to your homeboy, a few weeks pass, maybe a month or so, look who your homeboy with, your old girl. Doesn't happen to me, doesn't happen to everybody. It just worked that way. Man, I'd rather talk to her like, look, where you think and she get tired of it sometimes. Where you think I ought to put that tree? Baby, I don't know. Just, any, mini, money, mo, pick something. Sometime you just need that. You just need that. My woman is my rock. And some people don't look at it that way, and that's your own opinion. But I also, honestly, I think that's where you messing up. You going to outside sources trying to get information about what's going on inside your home. And it don't get no closer than the woman you or the man you lay right next to. If you ask them a few questions, they gonna tell you. They gonna answer you. If they don't answer you, maybe then, okay, go ask your homies. Good luck with that. But you know what I'm saying? You laying right there, and she know I wake her up at 3 in the morning. Baby, you woke? Hey, babe, you woke? Huh? Hey, what you think I ought to do about the what? She laughing because she know. What you think of? What time is it? I mean, it's about 3 or something, but what you think ought to? Man, she laying right there. My counselor, I don't have to lay on the couch by myself. My counselor will lay on the couch with me so I could tell her my problem. And like I said, fellas, I was not trying to be offensive. Ladies, I wasn't trying to be offensive to you either. A lot of people ask me questions. These dudes kind of rubbed me the wrong way, and I thought I'd speak on it. I just didn't understand, because both of the people is poor, broken, lonely. You work all this overtime, and broke. You broke not just financially, you broke spiritually, financially, physically, because you working yourself to death. Your hope is gone. It's lost because you always at work trying to afford a bunch of stuff to impress a bunch of people that could give two damn shits about you. Or try to keep a loved one or a spouse or a girl or man. You trying to keep them and impress them and keep that up. You ever seen an old dude try to look fly? He got on some Jordans and everything else, but he about 80 years old coming in. Ooh, baby, yeah. But he dressed like Young Thug. Cut it out, man. Act your age. You still, what they call him, sugar daddy. Sugar daddy still trying to, pay for, he got on this costume because to me, your outfit, trust me, your outfit is a thin line between an outfit and a costume. I know I'm off the side, on the sidebar over here, but stick with me. It's a thin line between outfit and a costume. It's a thin line between a uniform and a costume. Thank you, Rose Fraser. And a lot of people in this world right now get those lines crossed and all mixed up. I'm not going to go into depth with that, and I'll let you keep it to your imagination. But there's a thin line between an outfit and a costume. And what do y'all see nowadays? This year 2020. Most of the time, you see somebody walking down the street or you see somebody in the store and they clearly got on a costume. You look like a bumbling idiot. You attracting so much negative attention to you. Like a clown will come into a child's birthday party. That's how you just walk through the Walmart doors. Everybody starts staring at you, but not why you want them to stare at you. You want them to stare at you because you think you fly. They're staring at you because they're wondering, why didn't your friend that's walking in here with you tell you, hey girl, you look horrible. We can't go in the store with you looking like that. One eyelash that big and sitting up here, the other one down here, because that eyeball is lazy and ain't strong enough to lift that damn lash. Your girlfriend should have told you. You know what I'm saying? Or your homeboy should have told, man, pull your pants up. Pull your pants up. Even though it's the style, your drawers is nasty and you should have, man, holler at your boy. It's a costume. You trying to make people look at you, and then when somebody addresses you for how ridiculous you look and how offensive you look, because the pants hanging down is offensive as hell. I don't care what style it is, it's offensive. I'm walking in the store with my niece and she only 3 years old. She down here at your butt crack. I am lucky enough to be up here. My baby got to stare at your butthole. And what I tell y'all about babies, they don't forget nothing. So I would leave that line. I don't care what I got. Even if I have to leave the store, I'm not going to stand in line behind a grown-ass man or a boy. Because you a boy. If you wearing your pants like that, you a boy because you're making some poor decisions. Clearly. Because you never know who's watching. But I'm not going to stand behind you looking like that while my baby is standing here staring at your butthole. Come on, man. You never know who's around you. That I might be your hiring manager. You understand? I might be that one that you got to interview with in the morning. Just because I'm dressed and I got on jogging pants and a Laird Farmer 73 t-shirt don't mean you ain't about to sit across from me at a desk and try to impress me to get the job. I might see you that next morning and say, I'll be damned, this fool, and his pants is still down. If you can't make the right enough decision to, you representing somebody's company. So if you ain't got the mind enough to represent yourself and your family and your bloodline in a grocery store with your booty hole hanging out, I don't want you representing my company like that. You understand? Costume. You pulled your pants down, or you put on them little pants and only pulled them up halfway. You did that on purpose. That was a choice. When you left home, that was a choice. You clearly make bad decisions. I can't trust you counting money. You know, and everybody say, it's just fashion. And that don't got nothing to do with how smart I am. Does it? Does it? Okay. You want to know why I don't got no cornrows in my hair no more? Or no afro that big? It ain't just because I'm going bald. No. Because when you saw that picture, when you saw that thumbnail on that video, everybody said, and in the comments and in the emails, what is going on with that mug shot? Why did you put a mug shot up there? Wasn't a mug shot. See? People thought that was a prison picture. Wasn't a mug shot. But you see how you judged me from that picture? Young black man, long cornrows in my hair, with I think it was a Red Sox t-shirt, if I can remember correctly. I look like I'm about to snatch your pocket off in that picture. don't I? That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So, see what I'm saying? I was wearing a costume. I was young and I was stupid. When people start not getting me the job when I needed that money to pay the bills, I start wondering, what's the deal? And nowadays, you ain't got no OGs to ask. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got nobody to ask what's wrong with me. When I was coming up, I had my father and other OGs, my brother, where I could be like, man, what's the problem? Man, maybe you need to cut your hair. Maybe you need to cut your hair. Maybe you need to stop wearing that t-shirt that say Thug Life on it. Just saying, try it. Maybe here, try on this tie. Dad, this tie is from 1967. It's about that wide. Look like a Ronald McDonald tie. Try it. Put it on. I'm going to teach you how to tie it. Go to the interview in that. Don't go to the interview in no Chuck Taylors and no blue Dickie suit. So, I'm sorry for going off, y'all. I was all over the place. I just wanted to explain a little bit about, I did not want to offend anybody. I was just trying to help. It's not about money. And I'm not speaking out the side of my neck. I'm talking about from experience. From experience. 30, can we say 30 years experience, baby?
Yeah, pretty much.
30 years experience. I can't be all wrong. That's all I'm saying. I'm not all right, but I ain't all wrong either. So, let me see. Wait a minute. Christy Love. I seen something pop up. I'm way behind here. Oh, somebody said, what is a Dickie suit? Your fresh khakis, your fresh Dickies, it's a suit that they used to call them gas station suits. It's a suit that kind of, everybody explained to our friend what Dickie pants and a Dickie shirt and a plaid jacket mean. Yeah, kind of like mechanics wear, right, with some fresh blue chucks. All right, so thank you. So when somebody say they fresh new khakis or they fresh Dickies, crispy, I'm telling you, you need people to tell you when to grow up. Stop wearing that shit. Put you on some pants. Beautiful. That's beautiful, baby.
My shirt design.
That's beautiful. So, okay, I'm right. Thank you, Tommy Carolina Homestead. She said like Snoop Dogg clothes. Yeah. Yeah. I wasn't always old and gray and somebody daddy. I tell my kids that when they find out stuff slowly, and they in their 30s now, but they're slowly finding out who dad and mom really is. And when they find stuff out, you say, you used to do what? Shh. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. So, just saying, wasn't always nobody daddy. I wasn't always a smart, I ain't gonna say smart. I wasn't always a wise person trying to think. I was a knucklehead. Sometimes it shows. Sometimes I know it do.
Pretty hard-headed.
Yeah, see, what'd you say?
Pretty hard-headed.
She said I'm pretty hard-headed. I am. I can be very hard-headed at times. Okay, I'm gonna answer a few questions, then I'm gonna get off. Okay, I said I wasn't gonna be on here long, and I mean it. It's only been 44 minutes.
Oh, really?
Yep, see? And I'm about to clock it down right now. I'm going to answer a few. She say, G. Ray Brown say, gray hair is a crown of glory. Oh, okay. I believe, I'll take that. Let me see. Any questions at all about all this nonsense I'm spitting? High quality material. Yes, very thick. Let me see. Led, listen to your wife. I always listen to my wife. Always listen to my wife. Let me see. Thank you, Lady Liv, for the Petunia video. Shantae G says.
Oh, yay.
Okay, Miss Kraft says, stop traumatizing your babies, Liv. They traumatized. You better stop looking at some of them pictures. Swipe to the left. Swipe to the left and looking at them old Polaroid pictures. Don't be going. I told you, stay out of them pictures. I told you, them ain't for you. You go look at the family album. Stay out of my dresser drawers. You gonna have nightmares. Keep on going through my drawers and finding old pictures and stuff and love letters and stuff that I used to write your mama. You gonna have nightmares. You gonna have, hey, want to hear something crazy? True story. I still, to this very day, got cause wasn't no cell phones, y'all know that. We got 40-something minutes. Still got every love letter that my wife ever sent me. Every last one of them. In a bowling shoe box. To this very day. You got mine?
Yeah, somewhere.
See?
No, I really do.
But you know something? We ought to just write some of that stuff down in a book someday because we'll be going off the earth. Maybe somebody will find it. It's kind of... But see, by the time somebody find it, it's going to be like Shakespeare.
They
you know,
don't understand nothing. We don't even understand.
I know, but we know Shakespeare was nasty, right?
What?
Some of that stuff Shakespeare was saying if he was talking in today's term, be like, girl.
He made up all kinds of words.
I know he made up words because they couldn't say stuff back then. But he was like, girl, I rock your world. First I'll start with your lips. Then that's what he's saying in Shakespeare words, though. Right? He's saying that in Shakespeare words. If you ain't never read any Shakespeare, read it and look up some of them words. Shakespeare was a freak. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah, he was a freak. So if you reading this stuff, you can get into it. I don't care how gangster he is. You'll get into it once you know what he's talking
A
about.
lot of stuff that we say now is stuff Shakespeare made up.
Exactly.
Like, you eating me out of house and home.
See?
We thought that was some old grandma saying.
You eating me out of house and home. Get out my kitchen.
No, that's
no.
That's
See,
from
wait.
I can't even remember.
Get out my kitchen. You eat me out of house and home. See how all that works together. You didn't see anything. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't gonna keep y'all. Y'all ain't got no questions for me. But I'm just saying, one day we should just put them together and just see what happens. Put it up in what's that? Barnes and Nobles. Barnes and Nobles. Now, before I get off, how do you prune determinate tomatoes? You take some scissors and do this. Snip, it's over with. It's that simple. No math.
And then you replant like you
Take the top that you take off and go jam that down. Oh, put in a cup of water and you got 2 plants. Zone 8, best fertilizer for pears. Doo-doo. P, literally, not joking. Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing? I'm just answering them straight out. I ain't even beating around the bush no more.
This doo-doo, baby.
Natural living. Oh, the mug. It was called for today. It was called for. Literally. Let me see. Hey, V Jenkins, I have a question. Can I take cuttings and do you grafting for satsumas in Zone 9A, Louisiana? Yes, you can graft. Yes, you can graft that. Truth P pears. Yes, simple. I know it's so simple that you think I'm just joking. Oh, somebody said a mug collection video. It would take too long. It would literally take too long. Off some Barry White. Let me see. G4, that's sweet. Shalonda Russell, how often do you spray your collard soil with pee? Whenever I gotta pee. Let me see. Lemon tree in ground 3 years, not fruiting. What do I do? Still green. Did you plant it from seed? If you planted it from seed, it's time to start grafting because you don't know when it's gonna come. If you haven't had fruit and a lemon on your lemon tree or a citrus tree in 3 years in the ground, there's a problem. Let me see. Why did my cucumbers turn yellow? Is that one of them jokes like, no, I don't know. You got to show me pictures of that one. It's a billion different ways. Scrappy Doo, I'm trying to get my husband and son to start peeing outside. No, let them pee in a jar. Pee in a jar. Pee in a jar, take it outside. They ain't got to go out there. Do it in the comfort of your own home. Let me see. I have a vole attacking my pear tree. Help. I can't help you with that. I say, when you got one of those underground monsters like that, you call a professional. Don't try to do that yourself because you're going to waste a lot of time and money. Moles, voles, groundhogs, call a professional. Trust me on that. Now, I don't deal with them, but if I ever had a problem, yeah, I would definitely just call a professional. Let me see. Hey, Sunwater Scorpio. Say, I took a cutting. The Mississippi Gourmet say, I took a cutting of my apple tree and stuck it in the soil. It's growing leaves and no roots. But no roots. And it probably won't. It probably won't do that. Apples don't take root very well like that at all. There is yellow Chinese cucumber. I missed something, D's creation. Let me see, fishing loaves. Let me see, you can actually make papaya female if necessary. Okay. All my plants are, Sanita Crispin, all my plants are growing except okra. Do I need to do something special? Nope, okra needs a lot of heat. If it's not hot in your zone right now, you're going to have a problem growing okra. Okra need tons of heat. NC Dean, I'm offended. Offended by what, NC Dean? Lead peach trees, huge branches, big, how do I prune? Lead peach tree. Email me, how do you prune a peach tree? You might want to look at a couple of videos on that. They got tons of them on there. Because I can't, that's something I can't verbally tell you. I would have to show you. And it depends on how you want your tree pruned. Truly Lace, what do I do about flies killing my strawberries? I've never had that happen before in my life. I have no idea. Flies killing your strawberries? I'm sorry, I can't answer that one. I have no idea. Let me see. Good evening, Mr. and Mrs. Good evening, Lear Renee C. I hope I didn't tear that up. Oh, Trudy Lay says gnats. Stop worrying about gnats. If they eating your fruit, I mean, I don't use no chemicals, so I don't know. Everybody that have those problems and really be worried about those problems, they spray stuff on them. I don't do that, so I'm sorry. Thank you, FU Money. FU, I like your name. Your name fit with today's topic. Let me see. NB Fields, how revive bell pepper transplant after a rainstorm? I don't know. Because I would have that's a question, man, I would have to see and not, I can't verbally, I could tell you a billion different things. I would have to see that one. Hi, it's Tracy Marie from Augusta, Georgia. Zone 8 is hotter than mother out here. I'm growing like one too. Oh, good for you. Let me see. Banana water. Thanks for Coco comments going too fast. Yeah, they are going fast. I'm trying, you guys, but they rolling here, okay? Okay, let me see. Yep, let me see. Hold on one second. All right. Okay. How many tomatoes can I grow in a cement mixer? None. Do not try to grow no tomatoes in that cement mixer. It's way too shallow. Who asked me that? I wish I could. I wish I could see that. Way too shallow. Do not try to grow no tomatoes in that cement mixer. That's for more things like lettuce, kale, and you can get away with collards. But collards would like a nice deeper spot too. But you see, it works for collards too. Let me see. What should I start off planting in my pot I live in? That's totally up to you. Whatever you like to eat. I cannot decide what you like to eat for you. I'm sorry about that. Thank you, Moni W. Brittany Johnson. You're very welcome. You're very welcome. Just hang tight with that, okay? What about peppers? What about peppers? Tell me something. What kind of wood did you use to build the raised bed planter box or kale like Lady Led's video? I use scrap lumber pine from Home Depot scrap in the back of their store. It was all kind of different. It was basically pine, just pine. And see, it's a misconception of people say, oh, pine is going to rot out real fast. Pine is going to rot out real fast. It's untreated. That's not treated. Pine will rot out real fast when it's laying on the ground where all the other creatures is coming up eating the wood, just like wood chips. But if you elevate it off the ground, I've had that planter now for three or 4 years, and it looked like I just built it. Let me see. NC Dean, Live Farmers Every 3 was a pimp. I wasn't no pimp, but I was a. We're gonna leave that alone. Let me see. Finally caught you live. Thank you so much. Let me see. Just bought my Meyer lemon tree from home. Dorothy Edwards just bought my Meyer lemon tree from Home Depot, Pennsylvania. Should I repot it? Repot it immediately. As soon as you get a tree or a plant from the store, repot it immediately, as soon as possible. Gulf Coast Granny says pine lasts me about 3 seasons in the ground. Exactly. Butterfly Effect say you was what, Led? I'm gonna leave that alone. I was a good boy. What's the earliest, shortest time a lemon tree can produce fruit? I'm gonna tell you something, Pamela Singleton. Don't wait on the fruit. Just take care of the tree. Listen to me closely. Have a little patience. If you take care of that soil. Hey, Miscellaneous Michelle, it's good to see you in the house tonight. Y'all got to go see Miscellaneous Michelle channel. That's the houseplant queen right there. That girl, she does it. It's good to see you, Miscellaneous. You was gone for a while. But, back to the lemon tree. I forgot the question. What was the question, babe? Give me a second. Because I want to answer that question. Then I seen Miscellaneous Michelle. Let me see. Would you transplant tomato? Should I transplant tomatoes once they start fruiting? Do they get big being in a pot too small? It depends on what size pot you have. If you have them in that cement planter, get them out, put them in the ground, or put them in a 5-gallon bucket.
That's what you was talking about. What to do after you buy a tree from the store.
Nope, I went past that one. Okay. Fishes and loaves, they are, okay, let me keep on going. I'm way behind here. I'm going to get off. It's 58 minutes now, y'all. I got 1 more minute left, and I'm going to get off. My moringa trees are turning yellow. Am I overwatering them? If you have to ask yourself, are you overwatering them? You probably are. Everybody, you don't have to pamper these trees and stuff like this. You don't have to baby them like this. You don't. That's probably what I was saying that earlier. Something that's rung a bell. You don't have to keep on. You overwater them. You want to look at them every day. You know, your garden is kind of like kids, and it's like pets. You ever hear that saying, your mama just bought you a new puppy or something and say, baby, don't keep picking it up. You're going to make the puppy get sick, and the puppy going to end up dying. Leave the puppy alone. Oh, but it's so cute. I want to pick it up. Your garden is the same way. You feed it. You nurture it. Oh, that's what I was saying earlier. You feed it, you nurture it, and then you kind of let it go on its own. When it needs you, it'll come for you. And that's what I was saying about that tree earlier when I lost my train of thought. Was long as you take care of Pamela Singleton, that's right. Long as you take care of the soil and you take care of the tree, the fruit gonna come. Don't worry about when you're gonna get fruit. I promise you, everybody asks me that question. If you bought fruit trees or this your first time getting a fruit tree, just wait. You make sure ain't no bugs on that tree. It's enough work making sure ain't no bugs on it. Ain't no disease on it. Birds ain't pecking in it. Woodpecker ain't tearing at it. Squirrels ain't eating it. Rabbits. That's enough work already. Once you start making sure that stuff is handled, you're going to look up one day while you down there watering it and feeding it, you're going to look up and you're going to have, well, what is that little thing? It's a lemon. You're going to look over, it's lemons everywhere. You won't see them because they all green. You never paid attention to that because you was too busy taking care of the soil. You was too busy taking care of the tree. You take care of that tree, it's going to give you food. It's going to, listen, just like you take care of somebody, they repay you. Your tree going to repay you. You take care of the tree, you take care of the soil, because if you feed the soil, you feed the tree. Don't try to feed the tree, you feed the soil feeds the tree. You take care of that tree going to take care of you. Everybody thought I was crazy when I almost broke down because my Bonita went down on me. Telling you, I took care of her, she took care of us. Thank you, Coffee, Tan Me. Thank you so much. Say, my Licante pear tree been in the ground for 6 years and never bloomed. What's wrong? What are you pollinating it with? Because I've never heard of that pear tree before, but your pear tree 9 times out of 10 needs a pollinator. Trees can bear fruit on their own, but here's a question. Have your pear tree even ever flowered? That's a question. Somebody said, I think I'm overfeeding. Where was that? I'm so behind. I think I'm protector of peace. I think I'm overfeeding mine. Everything is dying. Don't understand why. You shouldn't keep on feeding stuff. You feed in the spring, you feed in the fall. Or if you don't feed in the spring, feed in the fall, you follow the directions of whatever you using and just use a little bit. Don't, if it say 2 teaspoons of this, if you trying to feed it every other day or something, or once a week, don't use no whole teaspoon of that. You only put some crumbs in there. You got to follow the directions. It's like cooking. Gardening is like cooking. If you don't know what you're doing, just follow the directions. Okay? Follow the recipe. Then once you get that recipe down, then you start winging it. Okay? Coming up with your own special dishes. That's what you do in the garden. Ain't no different. Let me see. I thought my lemon tree died. Leaves curled up bad. I just left it alone. But all of a sudden, blooms started coming in. What did I tell you? Didn't I tell you choke him to death? Choke that sucker to death. And as soon as you let him get some air, start thinking about his life. That's what I was talking about today. Start thinking about your life and start thinking about what you did. I got to have some babies. Blooms. Ain't no difference. What's up, Nick Thomas in the house? My man. Dominique Allman said, just popping in and like the live stream. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'm watching with my wife from her phone. Family that gardens together stays together. Amen. So thank you guys. New Orleans garden in the house. Yeah, right. Beat them. Beat the tree. But no, don't beat the tree. Don't beat them, Harpo. Thank you, Miss Wisdom. Say, appreciate you, brother LF73. Started gardening, and yes, it is taking care. It's like taking care of children. You got to watch over your garden. Just like your kids, you just don't say, go on to school. Go on to school. But I'm only 3 years old. Go to school. Catch the bus, go to school. But I'm only 3 years old. You don't do that. You're going to walk that baby to school. And then when it's time for the baby to get off school, you're going to go pick the baby up. Your tree is the same way. Your tree need help. So, some of this you got to put some thought into. Let me see. April Kellum. Thank you so much, April. Said all of my seeds that I am sowing in my seed starters are leggy. What do I do? It depends on where you are or what zone are you in. Because if they ain't getting enough light and you got them in the house, they ain't getting enough heat, they're going to get leggy. But don't give up on them. If they getting so leggy that they starting to fold over and break off, then you got a problem. Simply Me, what's a good tiller brand? I have a Troy-Bilt tiller. I like Troy-Bilt. I've never had a problem with Troy-Bilt. I don't endorse them or nothing. I just always never had a problem with Troy-Bilt equipment. So when you see me doing this stuff, you look and you'll see that red Troy-Bilt on everything I use pretty much. Let me see. Main course of encouragement. Hope everyone is doing good. It's good to see you, main course encouragement. Thank you, Clausen's World. I appreciate you. Okay, let me get off, y'all. 65 minutes, see, y'all did it. Y'all made me do it. See how I'm putting the blame on you? That's what we do in life, ain't it? It's my fault because I won't shut up. You got to take that lump sum. You laughing at me? Because she know. Let me go to bed. I got to go to work in the morning. Y'all have a wonderful night. Listen. I'm going to say this before I leave. Wait, come here, baby. Come here, because I want to introduce this to them. Come here. I want to introduce y'all to something real quick. The question of the day. The question of the day. The question of the day was this. Hey, you can see better than me. Tyra Evans.
Tiara.
Leia, how do I take my pups out of the mother banana tree? Cut them off with a shovel. Go look at my video on how to separate pups or grow more bananas off your banana tree. I'll show you. It's crude, but that's how you do it. Here's the question. I'm going to post it too. It's hot in here. You wanna say the question?
You can. Go ahead.
Okay. Here's the question. The question is of the day, and I'm gonna go back and find that young lady. She said, Led and Lady Led, I'm interested to know, if you're watching right now, you know it's you. I'm interested to know, how did you guys meet? I don't know what made her ask that question. I don't know what made her ask that question, but you know, it really made me start thinking. It really made me start thinking. Like, I think they would want to hear that crazy story. So this is what we gonna do. We gonna answer that question. It's not what you think. Cause I guess she was talking about our marriage and everything. I was talking about my marriage, and she wanted to know, well, how did you meet in the first place? And trust me, this is not to say this is how you meet people and then you're gonna have a marriage for 30 years. Trust and believe me. That ain't how it's gonna work. Cause once you hear this, you're gonna be like, what the heck? So we're gonna go over to Lady Led channel and we're gonna tell the story. I don't know whether we'll do it live or not. I think live, because people gonna have
so
questions.
Y'all can ask questions.
They're gonna have a lot of questions.
So I don't gotta be trying to respond. Okay.
So we are going to we're gonna explain how we met almost 30 years ago. And trust,
in the 90s.
in the 90s. High top fade, the Gumby, y'all seen my cornrows.
And not the late 90s either.
No, not even close. And for the person that asked me, is that a prison mugshot? Like I told you, you can grow up and you can change. That was my welfare ID card. My welfare ID card from whatever it was, 1989 or whatever the hell it was, welfare ID card. Okay? Just because you get on welfare don't mean you got to stay on it. You can work your way off of that. You can get yourself off of that system. It's a struggle because trust me, we've been in that struggle where they hold you. It's almost like they want to hold on to you. Where they say, you can't make enough money. If you make too much money, we're going to cut you off. Then you think, if you cut me off, trust me, we've been there. I'm telling y'all, it's more about us than you know. If you make too much money, we cutting you off the system. But if you cut me off the system, the job ain't paying me enough money to survive. So that means I got to quit my job so I can keep getting $100 in food stamps and $100 in cash.
That's a whole nother conversation.
It is.
You've been.
I'm sorry.
Somebody asked, "What's the channel?" It's Lady Led.
Type it in. Type it in.
These glasses is wrong. They failing. They get an F.
They got an F.
Yes.
So we're gonna be answering that question. I was about to go in. I'm glad you stopped me. See, this is what I told you. Listen to your wife. Look, I was about to go all the way in and be in for another hour talking about the system.
Yes, you was.
Because
I'm helping y'all.
See.
So y'all can go get some sleep. I'm about to.
Because I'm about to get some sleep. But
I was
if you
tired
wouldn't have
this
stopped me, I
morning.
was going all the way in.
know,
I was putting on
was
my
feeling it in the spirit.
I was putting on my snorkel and my scuba gear and everything. I was going deep. They be wondering why I'm always talking about fighting the system, fighting the man. I've been held down by it. I've been held. And if you don't break loose, if you don't try to break loose, that was basically my whole point of all day. You caught up in the system. You want to keep getting paid. They got you by the balls. Because now you work overtime so much, you think that that's how much money you really make. And in this mess that we in right now, a lot of people ain't at work and they used to get that overtime money on top of their normal pay money, and all of that got cut off, and then they gave you $1,200.
Ooh, good question. Who fell for whom first? We'll tell you.
That is remember that
We'll
one.
tell you.
Who fell for who first? Very good question. Very good question.
So he's sweating. I can't wait to hear the story because he's sweating. Or what does it say?
Yeah, that's what.
Oh, Led was out. We gonna tell you.
You will see.
We gonna tell
You will see. You will see.
Oh.
So we're,
Y'all, I gotta go.
and I gotta go too.
Y'all
I
have
gotta,
a great night.
Don't leave me. So
You better
wait,
come on.
wait for us. And when you want to do it?
Soon.
Okay, we're gonna do it, and we're gonna let y'all know first, cause I
Thank
want.
you for subscribing, G Ford, and
I won't-
everybody else. Y'all, oh my goodness. I need to thank them. I love y'all. Y'all just came and just pour out all the love on my channel. And I thank you. I have never seen any kind of thing like that ever in my life. I literally went from what? I had like 22 people
Yeah.
who just, I don't know, they just decided to subscribe to
Well, see,
1,000 people.
they like
So
you,
thank
baby.
y'all. I appreciate y'all.
They like me. They
Y'all are
really like
wonderful.
me.
I love y'all.
So thank you
Y'all,
guys.
y'all are awesome.
Thank you.
Y'all are awesome.
Because this is the reason why. I guess I'm gonna explain why we started her channel. We started her channel because it's more to me than everybody think. Everybody think. Thank you so much. Shake it up with
Thank
Shantae
you,
Cookie.
Shake It
Thank
Up.
you. Everybody think that I just know everything. You read the comments. Look at the questions here tonight. They think I know everything, and I don't. And a lot of the times when I'm making decisions, I talk to her. I talk to her and God, and that's how I make a lot of my decisions. A lot of the stuff I come up with, when I be telling you, Lady Led she was fussing at me, I'm telling you, that means something to me when I say fussing. She ain't fussing, but she kind of like, baby, maybe that ain't the best idea. And I can tell you right now, the best piece of advice she said, I didn't listen to her, I would probably have been kicked off of YouTube by now for some of the stuff I was doing last year. I would have been kicked off because I was going a little too hard.
Thank you, gardening.
Thank you, Guard Whiskey.
Oh, is that what it say?
I just say it cuts off.
Aw.
Thank you
That's
so
not
much.
fair.
Oh no, that's gardening with Skinny Boy. Skinny
gardening
Boy.
with
There
Skinny
you go.
Boy. Thank you.
Thank you,
Why
bro.
do it cut the name
I don't know
off?
because he got the little keep it up
keep
thing.
it up. Okay. Thank you.
So we gonna let y'all know everything. Keep your eyes peeled. Skinny Boy Randy, my man.
Yay.
So thank you. Behind a good man is a good wife. Amen to that. And I truly believe that. I do. I really do. Because, man, if you listening, listen, man, I'm going to keep it real. You already know. I can be a knucklehead. Listen.
Yeah, like keep talking after how many minutes this been? 75, 49
See?
seconds.
See, she keep me on time because I don't be on time for nothing. She's the scheduler. I wings it.
I can't help it.
She
Thank you,
scheduled
Miss Lady,
everything.
for real.
Thank you, you guys.
Because I'm gonna tell you why. Not because I'm not spontaneous, because I like to be spontaneous, but some things in life, if you don't schedule it, you'll never do it.
Very true.
So that's why.
Very true. Very true. I'll be going in overtime, running my mouth.
You'll be all over the place
See?
on tangents.
When we go on vacation, I'm like, ooh, look at that. Ooh, look at that. I'm like a puppy. Ooh, look at that. Let's go over there.
Look, your wife is ready to get you to bed.
And on that note, you are correct. All right, you guys. Somebody said, oh, Miss Michelle said no overtime. No overtime. We overtime right now. Everybody go to bed and listen. We are going to be telling you on Lady Liz's channel. What they say?
Wait.
Lady Liz got overtime for you.
That's hilarious.
The boys in the room. Nothing. We ain't talking to you. Grown folk.
He forgot to thank Memphis Mike.
Thank you, Memphis Mike.
Thank you.
Thank you
Rock.
so much, Memphis Mike.
Y'all are awesome.
Thank you so much. And I'd like, before I go out, gotta say this. Really, man?
Leave me alone.
What? Yeah. Doggone shame. But they did to that dog. Oh, yeah. Look. Thank you, Garden with Skinny Boy Randy. Listen. Started her channel so you can see where some of my decision making come from. Because trust me, if it was just me, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't. I'm telling you. So you could take it. Really? Were you laughing at me?
Leg got that chest hair out. He ready.
Oh, it's my taco meat shoe. Told you I'm fresh and clean, so fresh and so clean. I'm fresh out the shower. I got on this thick house coat, and I'm roasting. I'm buck naked under the coat, buck naked under my clothes. Let's get off here. Look, we gonna get off.
Gonna get a whooping.
We gonna get off. Thank you, you guys. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
All right, and I think that'll be fun because we ain't talked about that in a long time. We ain't gonna talk about it till we get on camera. That way, ain't nothing rehearsed. We don't talk about nothing.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's some, it's some crazy stuff. So okay, good night, everybody. Tommy Carolina Homestead. Good night, Tommy Carolina Homestead.
Y'all are
Thank
awesome.
you, everybody.
We love you.
Thank you, Nightlive fam. Miscellaneous Michelle in the house.
Hey, Miscellaneous Michelle.
Miscellaneous Michelle, my son.
I be watching you too.
My-
I love your videos.
And my son loves you, Miscellaneous Michelle.
Yes, he does.
Look at it.
They can't
When we were,
see him.
I know. When we was watching, that video was playing
Good night
on the
from
island
Zone
the other
7.
night. Yeah, he was staring like,
Good night, y'all.
yeah, huh?
They trying to say good night.
Oh,
to
good
you, and
night,
you just
everybody.
ignoring
I know we on here for 79 minutes.
Good night, Helena Tyler.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, Lisa Washington.
You just say the
can't
names.
say everybody. It's moving too fast.
I know you got to do it fast. You got to hit the
Angela
juice.
Nash.
Look, hit the gas, baby. Go. Tierra Evans, main course in encouragement. Tommy's Carolina Homestead, Martha Howard, that Georgia, Maine.
I don't know.
New
I don't
Orleans
know.
Garden, Miss
Tandy
Lady
something.
511. Keep going.
Karen Bowers.
Z.E.
Z.E. Kiasha.
Miss Craft in the house.
Hey, Miss
Aquarius Lee.
Khalifa's Jules.
Lady Spy 123.
Deborah Color.
GT grows it and missed it. Jacqueline.
Somebody
Rose for me.
Sanders.
You can't keep going
I'm
back
sorry. I just
because you're gonna miss a whole bunch of folks. Now listen. When we do that story, when we tell you our origin story, like the Marvels or something, when we tell you our origin story, we're gonna have a little something for some people. Okay? So be looking out for that.
Thank you, Miss Lady, for real. Y'all
Thank you,
have a
Miss Lady,
wonderful
for real.
night.
Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Lead Farmer 73. And
We out. Oh, and Lady
yeah, I
Led.
was about to say, you don't want to tell them who
I
it
don't
is?
know.
You gotta kind of tell them, and me.
And me,
Yeah.
Lady Led. And
we
I
out.
just started my channel, and I thank y'all so much.
Thank you, everybody, for supporting us. Trust me, you make a big difference in our lives. You really, truly do. It's much appreciated. All jokes aside,
Yes.
really, truly. All right. Look.
Go to bed.
Stacey Martin said, "Go to bed.
Go to bed.
Go to bed. Go to bed. Cut the lights out.
Good night, y'all.
Good night, y'all. Cut the lights out, boy."